Hello and welcome to another Medicare Center Roundtable. Today I have Chris Holmes with me, and we have a special guest back with us today, Anna Patrick from CSG.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Of course. So Anna, today we'll be doing a more in-depth look into the e-applications within CSG. So go ahead and take it away, Anna.
Yeah, well, the great thing about the CSG quoting tool is not only are you able to quote all of your companies in one location, but you can also submit an application on the system as well. So we're really trying to make it very simple and easy for you to go straight from the quote results page right into the e-application. So you can do that all through your quoting tool within Medicare Center. You can see on my screen here, I just ran a Medicare Supplement quote, but over on the far right-hand side, you'll see an apply now and an add to cart button. So what's really cool about what we're doing here at CSG is we're trying to help you cross-sell efficiently too. So we added an add to cart button. So we have the capability for you to create a client shopping cart. So you can put a Medicare supplement and a dental all in your client shopping cart and have one checkout process. That makes it really simple and easy to cross-sell efficiently as well, and really being able to stack different plans together. Instead of going through the client shopping cart, if you wanted just to hit this apply now button, this will take you right into the application on our system. All you have to do is enter in either your national producer number or your writing number, depending on what the carrier is asking for. But it takes you straight into the e-app here too. So you're not being redirected to the carrier's website. It's all taking on the CSG app. So you'll notice here all of your quote information carries over. You'll go through the application start to finish, completing the sections that are required for that type of underwriting type. But what's unique about this is it's going to be the same process for every single carrier. So no matter if you're doing an Aetna or United Healthcare or a Mutual of Omaha app, the look and feel and the process is going to be the exact same. The only difference is going to be those required sections or how those carriers word their health questions. But we are going to underwrite the application for you in real time to make sure that application is submitted in good working order for you.
That's great, Anna. It's very nice to have that feature where you don't have to go to multiple different portals from the carrier and have different passwords and usernames. So it's good to have that all in one place, and everything is kind of standard across the board so that you don't have to, learn the different applications when going through and doing your cross-selling.
Yeah, and that's really the feedback that we got from agents is it's difficult having to learn every single carrier's platform and then having to also train on it and just feeling comfortable in an application in front of a client as well. So this just makes it really easy, one application for you to use and get comfortable with.
And I saw that you can also do dual enrollments as well. So that's another fantastic feature. Not only is it all in one spot, but you can bang out 2 applications at once.
Yep, so you can do that on Aetna or on Ascendo for the husband and wife. So you can do applicant A and applicant B, one being the husband, the other one being the wife on here. So it does make it really easy to do both applicants at once.
That is awesome.
Yeah, that definitely saves agents some time there. So can you just go ahead and walk us through an application or two here?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'll just do a single individual for now. So the first thing that you have to go through on here is submitting the underwriting type. Once you submit that underwriting type, it will populate the sections over here on the right-hand side that you have to go through and complete. So if you accidentally select the wrong underwriting type, it will notify you of that. It's also going to, if you're doing a fully underwritten over on the right-hand side, it will populate those health questions for you. And if you answer yes to an automatic decline health question or you enter in a declinable medication, the system will notify you over here on the right-hand side, your notifications tab of any changes that you would have to make. Once a section is completed, it will have a green check mark letting you know that section is complete. A yellow air icon means that there's still information that's missing in that section that we have to go back and finish. In order to go through the signature, you have to have green check marks on all of the sections. What I like about our system is that you don't have to complete the application in order either. If you want to hop around to different sections of the application or come back to a section, you don't have to continue scrolling through each section. You can just use your mouse over here to click on that particular section. You can always come back into an application as well. So if you started it, the application is going to save as you're going through it. So if you have to come back, you're waiting for a signature, you can always exit out, come back in, and you can pick up where you left off.
That is awesome.
All right, so if we're just going to go through the application start to finish, we'll start with the applicant information section, putting in first name, last name, mailing address. You'll notice that the zip code, the city, and the state automatically carries over from the quotes, so you don't have to retype any of that in. And then the email address. Now, the email signature is an option for completing the signature, where it sends the applicant a link and a verification code. So make sure that you do have a valid email address in here if you are going that route. Age, gender, that all carries over from the quote page. Are you a legal resident? Yes. Use tobacco? No. And you hit continue. If you're going through this application and you make any changes that would adjust that individual's premium, so for example, if it was fully underwritten and you were answered yes to the tobacco question, then it would automatically update the premium to reflect a tobacco rate. Household discount too, here's a definition for you. So if you're not familiar with that carrier's definition, if you select yes, you then enter in that individual's information here for that additional person that's living in the same household of them. It can also update the monthly premium over here on the right-hand side to reflect that household discount as well. So sometimes an agent just doesn't know that definition. So having it right here for you can also help you provide an accurate quote. Medicare information section, like I mentioned, each company is different on what they require for their field. So some companies may ask for that Social Security number and Medicare number, others may not. So it just depends on that company. Medicare Part A and Part B effective dates got carried over. Are you applying during your guarantee issue? No, because this isn't open enrollment. So we do want to answer yes to the open enrollment questions. And then again, hitting continue, you can just hit continue to go on to the next section. Otherwise, you can just click on that section over there on the right-hand side. Again, you're looking for green check marks, so that means everything has been accurate thus far. Pre-existing coverage, just for time purposes, I'm going to select no to these, but if you needed to enter in, if they had another MedSup policy in force, if you were to click on yes, this is where you can enter in all that information here. Again, time purposes, I'm just going to select no, but if you had to enter that in, that's where you can do that. The next section is the method of payment section. So you can enter in all of your clients' billing information. Please make sure that when you are entering that information, you do double check the routing numbers and everything like that. The carrier will validate it on their system though, to make sure that they are accurate, and they would notify you if you did type in something incorrectly for an account number or a routing number.
I do like the feature that it lets you know if there's information that is still needed and whenever you actually complete it as well. Some of the enrollment forms, you would get to a point and you'll get an error or something like that and not sure exactly what's needed, but I do like that feature.
Yeah, especially since it tells you what section you need to go back to, because instead of hunting for that that red error line or anything such as that, you can go right back to where it's showing you no green check mark, and you can fix that issue right away.
So now in the method of payment section, you do have the option if you wanted to do a wet signature. This would be if you were filling everything out on a PDF and then submitting a paper copy. And in this case, we are going to select no because we want to do everything electronically. And then you can type in the banking information, automatic bank withdrawal, how you want that initial premium to be taken out. And then you could again, enter in the days for that automatic bank withdrawal, checkings or savings account. So you can search for the routing number. If you wanted to type in the bank name, it will then populate it. Or if you wanted to type in the routing number, it works both ways. selecting that account number, and then first name shown. We're going to say no to the account owner being different, and then hitting continue here. I have a lot of agents ask if they have to supply any supporting documents on the application. You can do that within the CSG app, so it is done in the to be completed by producer section. So how you want the policy to be delivered, just asking if you've accurately recorded the information. And then your producer phone number can go here, as well as your email address. And then here's where you upload any supporting documents if you need to here. And then are you requesting split commissions? No. And then go ahead and click on verify application. So this will just give you one last opportunity to review the application start to finish. As you mentioned, you don't want to have to go back through every single section to see where those errors are at. So you can come into here also and review everything before you actually go through the signature process. If you found an error anywhere in the application, you can just go ahead and hit on edit section, and it will take you right into that section to complete it. But I have a green check mark, so that means I am good to go ahead and lock and e-sign. You have the option for print for signature. Again, this would be that wet signature where everything is filled out on the PDF, and then you sign it and send it in. For the signature process, each carrier is a little bit different on what they offer for the signature. So sometimes you have an in-person where you have the applicant providing identification information like their mother's maiden name and the last four of their social security number, or you can do an email signature link as well. So you have different options depending on the carrier. In this case, let's say for Aetna, I'm not in the same physical location. The consumer can provide identification information. Then their signature is simply their mother's maiden name, the last four of their social security number, acknowledging the city and the state that they're signing in. Apply e-signature. It automatically carries over your producer name and your writing number. And then you can hit apply e-signature, and then all you would have to do is hit sign application. So in this case, I'm not going to hit sign application because I don't want to submit it to the carrier. But once you hit sign application, it will go ahead and process the application, and it will actually give you that individual's policy number. So say submitted, you'll have a chance to view all of the documents as part of that application. And then we submit the documents, all the information to the carrier in real time. So you can always check the status of the application on the carrier's website to see when it has been issued.
Yeah, I do like the flexibility that you have there to provide those supporting documents. Instead of having to do that in a separate process, you're able to do it right here in the e-app.
Yeah, above all, I mean, it's such a streamlined process. Again, you have a quoting engine that will give you all the products available in your area and everything you're looking for. The e-app itself is easy and simple to walk through. It takes you step by step, and it has all the capabilities that you would need when doing any other application, whether you're in person. And most importantly, this is a one sign-on platform here. You don't need to be going to all these different carriers in their sites. So this is an absolute win for all the agents.
Yep, one-stop shop.
One-stop shop, yes.
So as you guys were mentioning about the one-stop shop for everything, all your applications, your incomplete, your submitted applications across carriers can all be stored within your e-application panel here. So when you're signed on to the tool, if you just click on e-applications, here is where all of your incomplete and your submitted applications will then store. So as I mentioned, you can always get back into that e-app. This is where you would go find that application and then hit edit. And then again, your status is once they have been submitted, it will say submitted with that policy number. So you can kind of store everything in one location as well.
Yeah, it helps out with the client list as well. So that's a very good feature to have everything all in one place.
Yeah, again, the CSG quoting engine and the e-app that, just makes the whole process in general a lot more streamlined for each agent. I think that it saves people time. It's easy to access. You can do it from anywhere. And as long as you have somebody on the other end of the line who can simply just look at, what you're sending them quote-wise, maybe they have an email, then you can go ahead and do everything right from this site, no matter where you're at. And I think that that's going to do a lot for agents, not only being able to do more appointments throughout the day, but you're also saving that windshield time going from door to door or appointment to appointment, and all the functionalities and things you could do on here. It's really just unmatched, and every agent should be working with this platform.
Yes, I agree with you. Thank you for that, Chris. And we'd like to thank Anna Patrick for joining us again, just giving us a more in-depth look at the e-application in CSG. So thank you for joining, and we'll see you next time on Medicare Center Roundtable.